hope you're all well. So today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about eczema. Now, my daughter Emily, she suffers from eczema quite bad. She has done since she was a baby. It is kind of, I think it's kind of a thing that they're supposed to grow out of, but I don't know about you with your children, but as she's got older, it's kind of got worse. And I think maybe there's certain things that maybe I do that don't help, that trigger it, like certain using certain kind of washing powders and things like that. I think that I've used in the past, like the Lenore, the new ones that smell all lovely. I think they kind of maybe irritate her skin a little bit more. So today what I thought I would do is share with you different kind of laundry detergent kind of brands that I use that have seemed to sort of help. Now, whether they do help or whether it's kind of just coincidence, then I don't know. But because I had to take her to the doctors the other week because her leg was all really sore and bleeding, and I know it's not very nice, but obviously you're watching this because either you suffer from eczema or you've got children that suffer from eczema, so we all know how nasty it can be if you've got sensitive skin. It's just not nice. So basically I thought I would share with you things that I do that have seemed to kind of help to settle it down, as well as using the creams that we've got from the doctors. So first thing I do is, with any kind of washing or anything, I always tend to use the Vanish Gold. I swear by this stuff, and obviously if you've got children of school age or you've got little ones and you wash their clothes in just a non-bio powder or something, it doesn't tend to shift all the stains and the marks. So what I like to do, and I find really helps, is I use the Vanish Gold in the pre-wash cycle, and then I will go, and this is just a powder, I need to repurchase this, but it's just a powder and you get a scoop, so I just use one scoop of that. It does smell really nice, but we're not too bothered about that. But I put one scoop of that in first, and then I use the Shore Care Sensitive, and I just picked this up from Tesco's, I think. Tesco's, I know they sell it, but probably Sainsbury's and all of that, you can get it as well. And this is just a sort of a clear, I don't know if you can see in there, but it's sort of like a yellowy, not very attractive looking, but yeah, it doesn't really smell of anything much either, which is what you want. And it just says non-bio, Shore Care Sensitive, with nothing in to irritate your skin. So I've been using that as well, and I think you can pick that up for over £1 or £2 or something like that. I think I paid a couple of quid for it a couple of weeks ago, but and that just does 18 washes, it says, so not too bad. But what I tend to do is, with the kids washing as well, I tend to mix all their colours, and I use one of the colour catcher sheets. But do be careful if you use the colour catcher sheets, because they can actually get stuck in your filter, because that's happened to me. So do be careful. Always make sure when you take the washing out, you've checked to see whether you've actually taken the colour catcher out, because if it's gone missing, chances are it will be in your filter, and the next time you do a wash cycle, it's not going to be, your washing machine's going to be doing weird things, basically. So just to pre-warn you, but that's kind of what I do. I mix all the kids' colours together, put one of those in, and because we don't really need to use the non-bio. I'm not a fan of it, but because it helps with Emily and her eczema and it's good for the kids, obviously that's why I use it. So I use that, and also I use the Fairy fabric softener, and this does smell nice, so it will make the kiddies' clothes smell really good. Yeah, I love the smell of that. It does smell so good. So, and that's just the original one. I think they do another one that's sort of like on a pinky, peachy kind of colour. I haven't, I think I have tried that one, but I always tend to now just sway back to using the regular fairy one. And you can use fairy non-bio as well, but I just decided to pick up the this one. But obviously if the other one comes up on offer, because it is a little bit pricey, then I'll pick up the other one. So yeah, so there's that as well. And then as it goes with creams and things like that, we tend to use the high cortisone ointment, and you can pick this up online, and this is just a 1%, so it's just like a steroid cream, but it's really, really mild. And we actually got this from the doctors. He recommended this for when she's had a flare up, but when it's kind of settling down, we can alternate that, because we use the Umivate cream, which is I think it's a higher kind of steroid cream basically, but you can only use that, well, our doctor said that we should use that for like 4 days, so we tend to put that on in the evening when she's got a really, really bad flare up. And you can use it on broken skin as well, because I asked him, because I know sometimes they're a little bit, you know, funny about applying creams, you know, like that on broken skin, but apparently it's okay, and it does seem to be working. But now we've sort of moved away from the stronger steroid cream, and now we are using this one as well. But our doctor did say that we could use the stronger cream and also use the double base cream, which is what we've got quite a few of these, and this is quite a weird consistency. It's like marshmallow, but it's really quite good. And I don't know if you can pick this up online. You might be able to pick it up on Chemist Direct. I think they do quite a lot of creams like this. This one, I think, if I'm not wrong, you can pick it up as a insect bite cream, same kind of thing, I think, but you'd have to Google it to find it out if you think, unless you want to obviously go down the route and get it on prescription. But that's what that one is. But this one, yeah, so what we do is we use the Umivate cream and we leave that on for 15 minutes just to soak into the skin, and then we just apply this cream on after, and just like lather it on, well, you know, like lather it on, slap it on basically, that's what I'm trying to say. As much as, you know, you can just put it on, it doesn't matter. I mean, obviously you wash your bed linen, you know, pajamas and stuff. I'd rather have stuff washing to do rather than, you know, a child that's scratching, and it's really, really not nice. And also with Emily, because of going to school and now it's getting a bit colder, I tend to put trousers on her, because I find if she wears tights, the tights can stick, and it, you know, if she is had, you know, if it's really sore and bleeding and stuff, it's just not nice, and it kind of rubs the skin. So we always try to make sure that she wears trousers, you know. And also because she's 10, she's at that age where kids can be a little bit unkind and stuff. So if she wears a skirt or something and she hasn't got tights on, you know, kids can, you know, for me, I wouldn't want her, I mean, it hasn't happened, so, you know, it's okay, but I wouldn't want kids to sort of say, oh, look at her legs or whatever, because it can be, it's not hugely bad, but, you know, as a parent, you kind of worry. You don't want your kids to get picked on for, you know, for that kind of thing, because it's not really their fault. It's just, unfortunately, they're delicate little flowers, aren't they? So yeah, so we usually put the Umivate on and then put this on 15 minutes after to soak in, and that has helped as well. And the guy in the chemist said to apply Vaseline, but we don't really go down that route, but we just use the creams that were provided by the doctor, and they seem to be working. So, you know, if you kind of go, oh, there is another cream actually that I picked up. Sorry guys, if I just get it, it's just over here, and that's the Olatum Junior cream, and you can buy, they do sort of like a product that you can put in the bath as well, and you can actually get that on prescription. I think it's in like a big blue bottle, and that kind of makes you put one cap, I think it's clear, and you put one cap in, and then it kind of goes to like a milky consistency, but it's kind of just to rehydrate the skin, or to at least keep the moisture in so you don't lose any moisture while you're having a bath, kind of thing. So that's pretty good. But what I do tend to use with Emily is kind of like Epsom salts, and that kind of helps as well, and it's kind of like a antibacterial kind of thing as well, but it does help, and it doesn't dry out her skin, and it seems to be quite good. So I think I got those from Sainsbury's or Tesco. I think it might have been Sainsbury's. But if you have a Google, if you're not sure, have a Google about Epsom salts for like eczema and stuff, just to make sure you get the right stuff. But it is pretty good as well, so give that a whirl. But also, yeah, the Olatum Junior cream as well. So we have used this, and all the Olatum products are pretty good, and it's quite a thick cream. It's a little bit more thicker and less messier than this one, but it's not quite as effective as this one. So if you can pick this one up, and this is just called Double Base Gel, and it is pretty good. And also another thing I wanted to mention is E45. I haven't got it here, but we picked up some E45 cream, and I remember when I was hairdressing years ago, I used to use it, but it drove my skin absolutely crazy because it's got lanolin in it, and lanolin can in fact be an irritant. So although a lot of people find that it's you know, it's good for them, and if it works for you or your children, then that's brilliant. But if you are finding that it's kind of drying your skin out maybe a little bit more, it could just be the fact that it's got the lanolin in it and you are a little bit allergic to it. So basically, you know, don't use it, and just pick up either this as well, because this doesn't have lanolin in it at all, and it is really lovely, and it is for eczema, you know. And obviously you don't want your kids to suffer, do you? Or you don't want to suffer yourself. It's miserable. So, you know, even these, it says for junior, you know, I don't know if they do sort of like a more grown up brand, but if not, just try these. They're, you know, they're really good. So anyway guys, I thought I would share with you just stuff, you know, that we find that sort of works to help, you know, with Emily's eczema, because it's such a miserable condition. And you know, I really feel for you if you suffer from it, or your children suffer from it. It's just an ongoing battle, because you tend to, you know, get it under control, and then it could be something that just triggers it off. I don't know what it is. I mean, Emily has to have nasal sprays every day because she has this constant tickly cough and everything. She's been tested for allergies. Apparently she's allergic to animals, but you know, we don't have any pets or anything in our house, so I don't know where they got that from, but it sort of says that she, you know, is allergic to pets and stuff. So, you know, and dust mites and things like that. So you know, you just have to be on the ball a little bit, but you can't be too obsessive with everything, otherwise you just go a bit too clinical and be a little bit too over the top. So long as you can kind of treat the problem and try and relieve the causes of it, so i.e. keep bedding clean, hoover and blah blah blah, you know, there isn't really much else that you can do, you know. So anyway guys, enough with my rambling on. I hope this has been a little bit informative and helpful for you, and if your kids are suffering, then don't put it off. Take them to the doctors. And or likewise, if you're suffering from it, go and get some proper creams for it, and hopefully that will help you. So anyway guys, thanks ever so much for watching. Thumbs up the video if you like this one, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks a lot guys, take care, bye bye bye.